Hello everybody, good morning. Greg here from Flowering Spikes Records, here with the website drop for December the 3rd, 2025. This is another really great drop. Having done the experimenting of sort of posting some reissues the last couple times, now I'm just sort of digging in and just finding original presses. I would say 90% of these come from 1958, 59, 60, 61. The stuff that I'm personally into the most and seems like you guys are the most into. So without further ado, let's begin. First up, this is a record I have never seen in my life before, nor have I ever seen a Columbia SAX on the blue and silver labels that is a 10-inch stereo. This is the Beethoven Triple Concerto with the David Oistrakh Trio, gold and silver labels. The cover is a little munched up right here, but I played the record and it just sounds incredible and like amazing condition. Heifetz Brook Scottish Fantasy RCA Living Stereo 1962. Albert Wolff from 1959 doing Ravel, Faya, and Berlioz. This is near mint. I sold original SXL of this a couple months ago. Never saw the London before. Listen to this. I play graded all of these. I washed them. These came in a somewhat recent collection that I've been digging through. Just sounds phenomenal. One of the great audiophile recordings. I don't know why no one has ever reissued this one. Anserme doing some Ravel and Debussy from 1958. It's one of the earliest Deccas. This is also a pancake groove pressing. Absolutely one of my most favorite recordings Decca ever did. I've had 2 or 3 of these. I've sold all of them. I listened to this the other day when I was play grading them. Just such a beautiful piece of music. Has a couple light ticks and stuff at the beginning, but it works its way out as it goes through. Peter Maag with the Paris Conservatoire Orchestra doing Chopin and Delibes. This is from 1958, another really early Decca London blueback. Kachin with the LSO, conducted by Schulte. This is Rachmaninoff's second piano concerto. Rachmaninoff's third is my favorite. I would say the second is my second favorite. I've never heard this London blueback version before. Absolutely stunning, phenomenal sound on this one. Just so beautiful, so big and massive and warm, incredible string tone. Super excited about this one. Kubelik, Vienna, Brahms 3 on Decca SXL. This is an edition 1, so it has the blueback scalloped in the back. The inner, the outer, the disc, it looks like it was made yesterday. It's absolutely flawless. If you're the guy who bought 1 and 2 last week, you probably need this 3. 1959, Kenneth Alwyn and the London Symphony Orchestra doing Tchaikovsky's 1812 Overture. You know this one. It's been reissued many, many times. I had the Speaker's Corner I had a blueback version of this. I would say this sounds better than all of those. Just an absolutely killer sounding record. Not quite flawless, it's got a couple ticks in there, but absolutely phenomenal condition all the way through. Heifetz, Mendelssohn and Prokofiev concertos, Boston Symphony conducted by Munch. This is from 1959, Indianapolis, 1S, 1S. Even has the inner in there, which is just in super great condition. I love the backside of the inner. Carmen for orchestra, Morton Gould and his orchestra. I'd never heard this one before until yesterday. Maybe arrangement-wise, not for the purists out there, but just as a sonic spectacular, what a phenomenal sounding record. This is from 1960, 1S, 1S, Indianapolis. Festival Quartet doing Brahms Piano Quartet in C minor. One of my all-time favorite living stereos ever done. If anyone were to do a reissue series of RCA living stereos, I don't see how this one could not be on there. Just absolutely phenomenal record. This is from 1964. Talib, Sylvia and Coppelia. This is from 1961. Hugo Rheingold, Paris Conservatoire Orchestra. Stokowski Rhapsodies. This one I'm sure you know. This is a really great copy of this. The cover's not in perfect condition. The vinyl plays super great. And this one also has a gold and green living stereo sticker on the backside, which I have never seen. This is from 1961. Faya, a three-cornered hat on London. This is a second pressing from 1961. Listened to it last night. Absolutely incredible, incredible record. I don't have a first pressing of this to compare it to, but I couldn't imagine the first pressing sounding better than the second. I have 2 copies of the second pressing. I'll probably put the other one up later, so if you don't get this one, another one will come down the road. Absolutely flawless condition. Argenta España. This is an original wideband London release from 1958. This one is like just shy of being near mint. It's got a couple light ticks in it, nothing annoying, no loud pops, nothing like that. Other people might grade it near mint, but I'm just letting you know it's not absolutely flawless and it's priced accordingly. If you don't have one of these, this is a really good chance to get a really good copy for like a quarter of the price. Brvinsky, Tchaikovsky 5. This is the second pressing. I do also have a first press of this, which will probably go on this site later. Second pressing sounds just as good as the first pressing. This is also Tulip label. This is from 1964. Frischoy conducting Mozart's Ein klein Nachtmusik. Someone left in the comments, why don't you ever sell any Mozart records? And there are 2 reasons for this. One, I have a collector who collects Mozart, so a lot of the times when collections come in and there's a good amount of Mozart recordings, I just ship them off to him. And 2, for whatever reason, I think just because there are so many that they don't really go for much money, and which is good if you just want to listen to them, but I'm not going to really put $5, $10 records on the website and then expect people to pay shipping and all of that. This is a really incredible version of this. This also has Beethoven, the Egmont Overture, and the Suite from the Moldau. Kubelik doing Wagner from 1963. This is a red stereo Tulip label. I'm putting this one up here because I've had a couple versions of this in. Both of them I've sold to people who came in and were like, what is a great Wagner record that's not 2 hours long and doesn't have a ton of singing? So this has no singing. This is just incredible, heavy, slow, beautiful Wagner music. This record also just sounds phenomenal. I listen to this in the shop every once in a while, And it's just such an incredible early Deutsche Grammophon recording. I would almost say one of the best. I am not going to take the time right now to read and murder all of these titles again. I put this up a couple weeks ago. I had 2 copies of it. This is just absolutely flawless, especially for a Mercury. Front, back, vinyl, incredible like demo disc record also. 1958, Mercury Living Presence. This is Paul Paret conducts Debussy. This, I would say, is probably 1, 2, 3 of the crown jewels of the entire Mercury catalog. This is just in absolutely flawless, phenomenal condition. I listened to it actually just right now when I was setting everything up. Mind-blowingly fantastic, this record. Respighi, Ancient Dances and Airs for Lute, conducted by Antal Dorati. This comes from 1959. The Schedrin version of the Carmen Ballet. Phenomenal recording. I talked about this a few weeks ago. We had one up that was a German alto high fidelity. This is a Melodia Angel, and 99 out of 100 times I am a person who loves to shit on Angel recordings and say how terrible they sound. For some reason, I don't know why, this one is pressed phenomenally. It sounds fantastic, sounds just as good as the alto high fidelity for, I don't know, half the price. All right, and now for the end of this video, I'm going to do a little bit of an unboxing. Isn't that fun? Doesn't everyone love watching people open packages? Someone just sent this in to me. I'm gonna open it up right now and see what we've got. If you're interested in any of these records, message me, reach out, we'll talk about it. So these are 3 sealed original copies. This is Jazz Samba by Stan Getz and Charlie Bird. These are all sealed first pressings. Here we have first pressing of Miles Smiles. I love this record, by the way. I would love to open this one up and put it on, just because I don't think I've ever had a really great first pressing of this. And this sealed 1959 CS8192, Timeout by the Dave Brubeck Quartet. If you're interested in any of these, let me know. And that's all I have to say for today. Have a beautiful day. The sun is out, it's shining. I can see the wonderful chemtrails just dancing across the sky from my windows here at the shop. And to everyone, bye-bye.